Hi, my name's Anthony. I'm a holistic or recovery coach that uses basically the three principles of successful recovery and the three reasons and solutions that we need to delve into to achieve successful recovery: spirit, mind, and body. Spirit also includes the spirit or the motivation, the drive that brings people to do what they do or not what they or lack thereof. The mind, the strategies and the context with which they handle all their life, how they put things together or not. Really important. The order in which things happen or are done will mean either you succeed or fail consistently. And I mean succeed consistently or fail consistently if they're in the correct order to succeed or incorrect order to fail. You may have all the pieces, but the incorrect order. And the physical or the body aspect, probably the most neglected, although we believe is the most pampered. Um, the physical recovery of an individual, the healthy recovery of an individual, and the healthy state of an individual is often not only misunderstood, but mistreated because of either genetic confusions, mostly lack of testing, genetic testing, and getting the correct nutrients or removing the incorrect foods, or pharma, specifically pharma, and drugs or alcohol from their life so that they can get well. So we've covered three things real quick: body, mind, spirit, and the recovery, and the problems and the solution side of it. And I wanted to just get on to the specific reason why most people are failing, or running into the same problem again and again. And it is a false assumption that they think or another insists is true or they're operating off of. It's a false assumption that they think, in other words, they're convinced about, or another is convinced about, that is true, they believe is true. False realities are the greatest cause of trouble in life. We had it frequent recently with the whole pandemic, where factually the powers that be had to eliminate the flu for a year in order to show and demonstrate that there was something else that was far more deadly. Well, it was the flu, okay? There was no flu when there was COVID, and that's how they actually amped up the numbers. Now that the flu has come back, the numbers are the same. If you haven't already figured it out, yeah, you got scammed. Yeah, you got tricked. And if you believe that this is false information, look at what's coming out of Japan right now, and information and facts. Other countries have already come forward and said this was essentially you were put over. In Canada, we're not there yet. There's still a lot of delusion. We're going to move on. Or will we? In Canada, we currently have a city. I live in Vancouver, and I also, just so you know, I work primarily online, which means virtually, through video chat or the phone and text. But I also do work live one-to-one. It's because of the extra time involved. Sometimes I choose not to, but I am available for those who are interested. But I prefer video chats and phone. The main reason that you or a loved one continues in a bad condition or a situation that you do not want to remain in and would like to or think you could possibly, if things were right, get out of that. And I'm talking about drug or alcohol or porn or gambling issues, eating issues, etc. And you're kind of convinced and you feel that there's something wrong with you, you've got one of the three-letter disorders, or you've been told, or you're convinced that this is just your lot in life, and this is how it's going to be, I want to assure you that you're running around with a false assumption, and that false assumption is currently destroying or sabotaging your life and will kill you before your time is up. And by every definition of what that means is you are going to unnecessarily either suffer and unnecessarily die because of a false assumption. If that weren't tragic enough, there are other people who will agree that with that false assumption because either they don't know or they don't know a way out. I'm a holistic recovery coach. I've been helping people get off of alcohol and drugs and live happy, successful lives for over a quarter century now. I'm a private coach, completely confidential. It'll only be you and I who know about it unless you introduce me to other people. That will be the extent of anybody's knowledge of our working together. I do not report to any medical authority. I do not. Your information is completely secure, and we have ways of securing that in many categories. When you think just possibly you're operating, you're functioning, you're believing off of some BS, some false narrative, some false spell that has been keeping you addicted or using, or let's say you're using it to justify your use, which is probably the most powerful way to keep a bad condition going, is you're doing it yourself. And the truth is, if you knew all about why you're doing that, you might just break down in tears because of the tragedy that it has become pieces of your life, or an outcome in your life or another's life that was completely unnecessary. Now, is this an ethical program? No. Will your ideals improve because of coaching? Yes. Will your ability to deal with and handle and succeed improve because of coaching? Yes. And it will be in your hands. It won't be because of me. I will be there to assist and help you along the way. You put in the work, I do the coaching, and together we achieve something that you alone could not accomplish. My name's Anthony. I'm a holistic recovery coach. You'll find me at yourrehab.coach. That's yourrehab.coach. You can text me. Let's get in touch. If you're a family member or you're the individual themselves who wants to make a change, let me know, and we'll get you to a better place, possibly faster than you think possible.